using 30% less area. We put the proximity sensor behind the display for the first time. With this change, we reconsidered how you interact with your iPhone. Throughout the day, you experience different types of alerts and notifications. And these are often happening while you're doing other things on your iPhone. So we developed a new experience that's even better.
Our goal was to design a space that clearly and consistently surfaces alerts and background activity in a rich and delightful way. The Dynamic Island. We've designed this new space to be highly adaptive. So now, when you receive an alert, the Dynamic Island expands to notify you without distracting from the app you're in. This works across the entire system for things like confirming your AirPods are connected, muting, or starting a charge. Each alert has its own personality, and it's been designed with its own unique character, making it easy to identify at a glance, like when you're using Face ID, like when you're playing music. When you swipe to go home, the music app gracefully morphs into the Dynamic Island, and we've even designed it to show the current album art. It's also completely interactive. You can tap and hold to expose more options, or tap to go back to the app. So now when you're on a call, you have easy access to controls without leaving the app you're using. We've designed all these animations to feel fluid, lively, and highly responsive. The Dynamic Island is always live and active, heightening the sense of vitality by adapting in real time to show you important information, like your next direction from Maps. And it's always visible for ongoing activities, like when you're using the timer. We've designed Live Activities, a new feature on the iOS 16 lock screen, to work seamlessly with the Dynamic Island, including support for third-party apps. So you can keep track of what's happening from anywhere on iPhone, like following a baseball game without needing to leave the app you're in, or not missing the Lyft ride while texting friends. We've also created a robust design system for developers, so every alert looks and feels consistent, no matter which app it comes from. And when you have more than one background activity, the Dynamic Island playfully adapts, bubbling out into two elements.
The new display provides peak HDR brightness of 1600 nits, bringing iPhone to the same level as the Pro Display XDR. So photos in HDR movies are going to look amazing, including those you shoot on your iPhone. And for those bright, sunny days, iPhone can now push brightness even higher for a peak of 2000 nits. It's easy to see the time and other important information without raising your iPhone or tapping the display. This keeps essential information available for the moments where all you need is just a glance. This is made possible by a number of new technologies that make the display incredibly power efficient. This display can operate at a refresh rate as low as 1 Hz with a new low power mode. And we further improved our LTPO technology, allowing the display to intelligently dim. And we use our photographic expertise and powerful image segmentation to dim wallpaper photos while preserving skin tones. The new 6-core CPU of A16 is generations ahead. It's up to a whopping 40% faster than the competition. There's also an entirely new display engine in A16. This engine enables the 1 Hz refresh rate, always-on capability, higher peak brightness, and the advanced anti-aliasing that makes Dynamic Island animations so incredibly smooth. A16 also flexes every muscle for the iPhone 14 Pro camera system. It uses the CPU, GPU, neural engine, and ISP to perform up to 4 trillion operations per photo.
A 48-megapixel camera with a quad-pixel sensor. It's our largest sensor yet, 65% larger than the one on iPhone 13 Pro. Features our 2nd-generation sensor shift OIS and 100% focus pixels. It also features a new 24mm focal length, popular in photography for its versatility to shoot great landscapes, group portraits, even single subjects. The quad-pixel sensor enables a new flexible approach, which adapts to the photo you're shooting. For most photos, we want to optimize for light capture. So the new sensor groups every 4 pixels into one large quad pixel with 4 times more light. This further improves light capture while maintaining the practical 12-megapixel photo size. Combined with the photonic engine, The new main camera has up to 2 times low light improvement for photos compared to iPhone 13 Pro. Let's take a look at what the main camera can do. You can capture stunning photos across all lighting conditions. In this brighter shot, the main camera captured the beautiful, rich color of her skin, the detail of the fiber in the blanket, and even a little of her joy. For this photo, we locked exposure on the woman's face. As the vibrant feathers fell, iPhone kept her in sharp focus, while creating a colorful texture around her. In this low-light example, the photonic engine captures incredible dynamic range, from the warm glow of her skin, the color of her eyes, to every little crease, fold, and texture in the garment. The new sensor can optimize for detail, using each pixel individually, providing more creative options for shooting and editing in Pro workflows. With this approach, we can go beyond the 3 fixed lenses of the Pro camera system, adding a new 2x telephoto option for our users. We use the middle 12 megapixels of the new sensor to deliver a full resolution photo and 4K video with optical quality. This telephoto has larger pixels and a faster aperture than any previous 2x telephoto camera on iPhone, delivering incredible photos and videos. And it has a familiar focal length that is great for portrait mode, capturing stunning detail with beautiful bokeh. We're also using the new sensor to optimize for detail in Pro RAW. Pro RAW merges the best of our intelligent computational photography with the benefits of the RAW format, giving pro photographers full creative control over things like sharpening, white balance, and our advanced tone mapping, with more bit depth and dynamic range. You can now shoot Pro RAW at 48 megapixel resolution. So we designed a new machine learning model that further enhances detail and reduces noise. This leverages the full power of A16 Bionic and results in an unprecedented level of detail. It's unbelievable how much we can zoom in, like in this ethereal photo in Hawaii, revealing each individual rock on the beach and even dry branches from the trees. This makes the 48 megapixel main camera even more versatile, further empowering the creativity of the most pro users. iPhone 14 Pro also has a new ultra-wide camera with a larger sensor, more focus pixels, and together with the photonic engine, delivers a massive up to 3 times improvement in light capture for photos. The new lens is sharper with more detail, so macro gets even better. And with the new photonic engine, all cameras of iPhone 14 Pro get a dramatic improvement in low light performance, including up to 2 times better for the telephoto camera. Together with higher resolution photos and more creative options,
iPhone 14 Pro also has our new action mode for shooting videos with our best stabilization. And cinematic mode gets a great update, now supporting up to 4K resolution and 30 frames per second for even more detail. Pro filmmakers can also choose to record in 4K at 24 frames per second, the cinematic standard. Even with industry-leading performance, new Pro camera system, and always-on display, iPhone 14 Pro delivers all-day battery life. The dynamic island and always-on display introduce new ways to experience iPhone. Powered by the A16 chip with the new 48 megapixel main camera, beautiful new finishes, crash detection, and emergency SOS via satellite, this is the best iPhone we've ever created.